everybody, I'm Barb from the Needle and Thread Emporium here in Sudbury, Ontario. So I have been down with COVID for the last, oh boy, it's got to be 5 weeks or more now. So I haven't been able to do many updates on my website. I was planning on doing some videos when my Painters Threads from Germany showed up. But being so sick, I was, quite honestly, I slept for what felt like 4 weeks. So my products came in, and I have beautiful products out of Germany with Painters Threads, of course, my favorite place. So what I'm going to show you in this video is just some linen, some 100% linen. This is manufactured by Übelhor. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's in Austria. I don't even know how to pronounce the little town that manufactures, where the manufacturer is, Übelhor. But this is very fine linen. It's a 28 count, and I'm going to tell you, when ordering this, I was in love with it. Like, I had one piece Bear Bell had sent me to play on, and I fell in love with it. But then I ordered a bunch of different colors, and with the Painters Thread colorways, they're Painters colors. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't taken them out. This is the very first time I've had them out of the box that they come in. They come in a beautiful gift box. That these are flat right now, but it's a beautiful little gift box that they come in. And just all I could see was a little piece. And just the little piece that I seen, I absolutely died. I could not wait to get them out. So today's the day. I've had them here about 2 weeks now, and I'm finally feeling really good enough to, do my hair up and put a little makeup on and do a video and get through some of these materials. Now, as you can see behind me in the boxes, those are more. These aren't linens. I believe I got 3 different materials. I kind of forget actually what I bought because it's been a couple months now. So right now this is Übelhor's 100% linen, 28 count, and this colorway is Klimt. Now these come in 16-inch square minimums. Like, it will not be smaller than a 16-inch square. And Bear Bell hand dyes these. Is this not gorgeous? So somebody that's looking for something fine and different, these are for you. And they're not cheap. I'm gonna warn you now. I mean, these are dear. But you're not gonna see anything like this. These are one of a kind. As far as I'm concerned, each one is a piece of art. Bear Bell really takes her time. She's an artist. She produces amazing products. So if you're looking for something that's different than what you can get anywhere else, and different than a friend or, your local stitch group, if you're looking for something different, this is the ticket right here. And for something like a really special project, I wouldn't use these for playing. This is strictly, I would say, special projects. This, I swear to God, these two, I've got 2 in every colorway that I'm showing you. So, and also, so this is Klimt. The other one won't be exactly the same. Every single one is hand dyed and original. This, I feel, is maybe one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. This is in the colorway Inga Meta, after Bear Bell's mother. Her mom's name was Inga Meta, and she was an artist, and she produced colorful pieces of art. And Bear Bell created a colorway in her mom's honor. Look at this. Oh my God. Sorry for saying, oh my God, if any of you are offended, but oh my God. I'm sorry. These are beautiful. I'm in love. You're gorgeous. Here's another Ingametta, and this one will be a little different. Like, look at this. True piece of art. And to be honest, oh, and they're all, I'm going to tell you, Bearbell finishes every piece. So if you're going to use the full piece without cutting, it's already stitched on the side for you, so as to prevent fraying. This one is just so fun. Oh, I love the colors. What was I going to say? My train of thought. Okay, it's gone. That's okay. We'll continue with the colorways. Let's see what this one is. This one is another Klimt, like the first one I showed you, but a little different. It's got some dark spots in it. I like that. These are not, I'm going to tell you too while I'm showing you colors. None of her products are hand over dyed, meaning she does not buy DMC floss or pearl cottons or Ubelhor or Zweigart. She does not buy anything painted. These are bare bones. I mean, she gets them. It's called prepared to dye, which is before the dyeing process begins. At the manufacturer, they prepare every piece to dye so it holds the dye better. That's how Bearbell starts, is with prepared to dye threads, whether that's Ovary Soie, Zweigart, DMC, her metallic twist. They're all, oh, I like this. What is this one? I think this is Van Gogh. Yes, Van Gogh. I love that. Oh, this is rich. If you can see, look at this. And then there's like a lot of texture, so it adds some depth. Oh, I know what I was going to say. To be quite honest, the beauty goes right to the outer edge. And me being an artist, I don't believe everything has to be perfectly framed and, what would you say, like matted perfectly. Sometimes a nice stitch, especially when you have a piece of art fabric, because this is a piece of art, I mean, I wouldn't do it with the finished, the edge, the way first the frame to stop. But once you're done, I would actually either pull that all out, and you could actually have this mounted freestyle, just on a board in a frame, but without the matting, and show the raw edges and this beautiful piece of art. Let this stand out. You don't have to always mat. Think outside the box. You don't have to always mat your needle point or your cross stitch, you know, traditionally with a mat and then a frame. If you have a beautiful piece of fabric, use that as your mat and let it just like stand out. And if you take it in for professional framing and tell them you want it to pop without a mat, I know they could figure that one out. And a nice raw edge, you could really make that look beautiful. This one is one of my favorites. In fact, I'm going to take one of the, or no, not this one. I have Kirschner, which is a nice, I would say indigo, purple, different shades. There's a little bit of violet in here. It's a bit splattered. I love it. Gorgeous. This would look nice with a lot of, I think, gold thread or shiny thread. So I've got two Kirschners, like I said, two of each color. I think this is another this one's Mary C. This one's orange, but just a little bit of splatter on it. Let's see what colors. There's some beautiful green. And again, it looks like some deep red or fuchsia, which is brilliant with the Mary C. I love Mary C. So if you're looking for a nice orange piece, I don't know show this. Oh, this one's Marianne. Look at that. Oh, so again, you'd want to use some brighter colors or lighter colors on this. This is a bit of a dark piece, but look at the paint on this. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's the 100% linens from Ubelhor, Australia. I just need a drink, excuse me. I'm still suffering a little bit from long COVID. I find there's some days I'm tired. Like yesterday, I was going to do videos and I couldn't wake up. I basically slept most of the day. So something I'm working on is a Wendy Williams. I want to show everybody firsthand how beautiful Wendy Williams patterns are. I'm sorry, my dog's barking. This one is called Licorice All Sorts, and it's piecing and it's embroidery blocks. So I'm working on right now the embroidery blocks to use as a sample, and here's some that are almost done. This one needs a few colonial knots, and I've decided I'm only going to use Tentakulum Painters Threads. I don't want to use anybody else's. I'm pretty well stuck on Painters. They're my favorite, and I am the Canadian distributor, and I want people to see these. There's not very many stores in Canada that sells them, so I know there's a lot of you that have never seen them being used, so I thought I'm going to use all Painters in this Wendy Williams pattern, just to show how you can use them and what they look like in a pattern. So this one here, so it's going to be a 6 by 6 inch, I believe, block. And I used, what one's that? Don't quote me on this, but I believe this is Waterhouse, the colorway, in a Pearl 8, but you can see how variegated it is. And this variegation in Painters isn't always exactly the same. Sometimes there'll be maybe a little more light, a little more dark. The colors are the same, but the technique Bearbell uses is very artistic. Not every spool, but every batch is its own work of art. And they all intermingle together. So don't be afraid to use them in a larger project. Just make sure you buy enough at one time for it. This here is Auvary Soie that Bearbell, obviously, she supplies Auvary Soie with her beautiful colors. And that's 2 colors. I believe this red is Marianne and the yellow is Klimt, or gold, I should say. And this is in Soie Ovale. But you can see how beautiful it is. And her quality, obviously, because she gets them from only the top manufacturers for textiles, are second to none. It's the only thing that's different is, like I said, every piece is a work of art. And your pieces that you do won't be like other people's. You know, like if you're using greens, nobody else is having that green. Like yours will be a true one-of-a-kind piece. And there's this block. So these are all blocks for my Licorice All Sorts. Isn't that cute? I just love it. I mean, I'm not a perfect stitcher. This one had a couple little tweaking pieces that I would have fixed up, but I decided this was my first one. I'm not worrying about it. So that was all Pearl 8 in there. Oh, and I might show you too, and I love it. So all the lighter, like the center and all around the outside, and the lighter in the middle is Ingametta. Look at the colors in Ingametta. And it all works together. It flows. It really flows. I love it. This one here, I did Pearl 8s. Again, all Painters. But this shimmery green is Shimmer Floss. And I believe that is in either, no, it's not Godwin. It's got to be Rousseau, I believe. But look at how beautiful that is. And I just I did a back stitch. Excuse me. I did a back stitch within my stitches. Gorge. Absolutely gorge. So everything you see is Painters. Now this one I'm currently working on, and this is one of my favorites. It's a mandala. Again, for Licorice All Sorts. This is all using Purl 8s so far. Oh, and I do have Overe Soie Ovale backstitched into the center red Purl 8s. So I'll show you this. So this is all Painters Purl 8s. And you see how it's variegated? And then the red is, I believe the red is Frida or Marianne. But within the red Purl 8, you can see the lighter red. That is Soie Ovale that I backstitched throughout the Purl 8s. Just to add a little bit of a pop. I wanted the same tone or color. I just wanted it a little lighter, just to add a little pop. So that's what I'm working on. I did in my last video tell everybody that was my New Year's resolution, is to only use Painters Threads in all my stitching projects. So this is what I'm working on now. Our Quilt Guild in Sudbury has Quilt on the Rocks, it's called, our quilt show. And one of my guild friends actually said I should put this quilt, once it's done, in the Quilt on the Rocks. So let's see if I can get this finished. This is what my big project is. I'm going to try and really work on this. Oops, something's falling. I just need another drink. Something I want to show everybody. I thought this was gorge. So Bearbell sent me a couple beautiful gifts. She always sends me a little something. This here is one of her favorite fabrics, and I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty well sold on it, because seeing it, again, when you look at it online, it's beautiful, but then when you get to touch it and really look at the fabric, you realize just how beautiful it is. This is called Popcorn. It's not really counted, so you would either freestyle embroidery, which I love to do, or what do you call it? Do a template, not a template. I'm sure everybody realizes what I'm trying to say. You know, you're tracing. I can't think of it right now. Oh boy. Nope, it's not coming to me. But you know what I'm talking about. You trace it, and then you trace it onto the fabric. So if I think of it, I'll tell you. So I'm going to try and hold this up. It's very, very shiny. Not shiny, but it has a beautiful luster. This is phenomenal. Like, look at the texture in here. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if you can see the luster in this. Like, it's got a sheen, like a real, this is very rich fabric. But look at the painting she did on this. And I was thinking, looking at this, I may put Klimt in. Klimt has to go into this. This is definitely a gold piece. And my plan, I'm an artist, my plan is I'm going to create a beautiful mandala. And I'm going to trace it on here. Again, I can't think of what I'm trying to tell you. That's driving me nuts that I'm looking for the package. I don't see it. But anyways, I'm going to trace it on here, and I'm going to use Painters to create a beautiful, beautiful one-of-a-kind mandala out of my art. So I think that's the plan for this piece, because I find this extra special. This is Popcorn. I don't have this in stock, but I think my next order, I'm gonna buy some of this to stock in my store. This one is, I would say, I'm not sure what fabric this is, but it's beautiful. It's little tiny squares. So I would say this is counted. I would say, well, it's definitely even weave. It could be like a 32 count. Like it's very fine, almost like a linen. And I don't know if you can, do you see the little squares? And each square, it's got, I mean, I don't have my glasses on, but it's very textured. It's beautiful. But look at the color on this. I'm not sure. I could see like maybe a hot pink, different shades. I don't know. Maybe like teals, like a light teal, because this is green, but it's got a teal undertone to it. So I think like a light teal would look really nice. And some beautiful pinks. Obviously I wouldn't do gold because of the base is, I believe that's like a Klimt color. But these were my presents from Bearbell, and I tell you, I love Bearbell and I love supporting her beautiful business and her beautiful products. So right now, I think I've got the price wrong on my website for my 100% linens. I'm actually going to go in there today and adjust. But like I said, the linens aren't cheap. Just because you're talking like the highest quality 100% linen from Austria, and then hand dyed by Bearbell. So they're very beautiful pieces. As you can see, again, my dog won't stop barking. I have a lot of threads. So it doesn't look like a ton, but there's, I would say at least 4,000 pieces of thread over here. Maybe probably more. I have beautiful soft cotton for embroidery. This stuff's gorgeous. It's matte. A matte, has no sheen to it. So it's, I believe that's not mercerized when it's dull, but gorgeous. I have beautiful stranded floss. Again, this is DMC, so you know the quality. Moulin is the stranded, not hand over dyed. This is strictly hand dyed on prepared to dye threads. So I have stranded cotton. I have some different metallics for embellishing. If you're into applique, crazy quilting, embroidery, you can do anything with this stuff, which I am going to use this beautiful viscose braid. I'm going to use it in this leaf here, or actually it's a flower, in this gold flower. I'm going to put it throughout. Wait till you see it. So I will show you how that looks as well when added to a pearl cotton. So you get shine and then kind of semi-shiny. So anyways, I'm going to end here. I'll probably do another video later today about the threads that I have behind me, and maybe my other counted counted linens that I have. I was thinking cross stitch for some reason. So anyways, I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. My husband's away in Ottawa, so I spent it with my son. We did some grocery shopping. It was nice. Mom and son date night at the grocery store. So anyways, I hope everybody has a great day. Check out my website. I've been updating here and there when I was sick, but not much. And if there's something I don't have a certain color, email me and I'll put it on the list for my next order. Take care. Bye.